Namaste, hello and welcome back to my channel where it's all about loving and restyling your existing wardrobe pieces. As much as I love styling, I love traveling too. After all the planning and packing, it's finally time to take you through the actual locations and sightseeing in Dubai. Dubai strikes to me as a very cool, modern and glamorous city, but it turned out to be much more. This was my fourth visit to Dubai, still it has so many things to offer that it is not possible to cover everything in one trip. Here is a list of the top 10 attractions. Though we couldn't possibly cover everything, there were few in Abu Dhabi which we couldn't cover because it was closed. I'll share with you the details of the places that we visited, the restaurants and the cafes. Without wasting a single minute, let's get started. First two things to keep in mind while entering Dubai is that different hotels will have different quarantine procedures. In our case, we were allowed to move as soon as we checked in, but one of our friends who was staying in a different hotel were not allowed to move until they received their negative COVID report. During these times, if you're traveling with a family, you will need to book a bigger cab. So download the Careem app and do not use Uber because it's quite expensive. The only protocols to follow is wearing a mask and social distancing. First day, we went to the Dubai Frame, which is a huge, massive structure with gold platings. As you walk across the floor, there's a strip of glass floor which is transparent and you can see the ground below. It's so scary, you really need to be courageous enough to walk on it. For those who are afraid of heights, you will find it difficult. From inside, you can view the beautiful city and the gardens surrounding it. Next day, we went to the Dubai Mall. This is a major attraction as it has all the best brands and designer stores. Also, there is an aquarium and ice skating rink for kids to enjoy and explore. If you thought that mermaids weren't real, then must see some in the aquarium. Kids will absolutely love the ice skating rink. The entry charges are quite high, close to 300 dirhams per person each for the aquarium and the rink, so you can plan as per your budget. Next day, you can plan desert safari. It starts at 3 p.m. and by the time you are back, it is almost 9:30 at night. The desert safari gives you a real adrenaline rush when the Land Rover moves on the sand. Sandstorms are not uncommon in the desert. Still, there isn't an ounce of dust in the Dubai city. Isn't it surprising? When you know you have to spend around 300 dirhams for a 10-minute ride, you think it's better to make videos and click pictures. Kids had loads of fun riding those bikes. Then they take you to this camp-like villa. By the time you reach there, it's almost evening, and there is belly dancing, camel riding and buffet dinner. Since the food is served in the middle of the desert, it is not so fresh because there is no means of heating it. But still, apart from the food, everything is worth the experience. Desert safari is in the afternoon, so you can plan your trip to Burj Khalifa in the first half and book the tickets online. It saves time and you can cover 2 places in a day. There are 4 theme parks, that is Motion Gate, Bollywood Park, Legoland and Water Park located in the Dubai Parks and Resorts area. It's far off from the city, so it's better that you take a 2-day stay in a resort nearby. Again, these tickets are quite expensive, costing around 275 dirhams per ticket per park. If you're going as a family of 4, so you have to spend around 1100 dirhams just for one park. And you have 4 parks to cover. There are few resorts like Lapita and Rove. With their bookings, they offer tickets to these parks absolutely free. Get in touch with the hotel in advance to make sure what offers they are providing. Check on the closing time of the parks. I think 2 of them closes at around 6 p.m. and the other 2 closes a little late, maybe 8 p.m. So check all those things in advance and plan it accordingly. You will need at least 4 to 5 hours to cover one park. You will need at least 2 days to cover all the 4 parks. It's very tiring and exhausting for the adults, but kids will absolutely love it, so it's worth the visit. There's also an outlet village close to the Motion Gate, but it was more of a disappointment. It is nothing like the London's Bicester Village. There are very few brands and limited stock, especially during this COVID time. So if you're planning to go especially to the outlet village, you can avoid it. There were other 2 attractions like the La Mer Beach and the Miracle Garden, which we couldn't cover. We left something for the next time. Life is a sum of delicious memories. Experience them all at one destination, that is the Al Seef, where you can find Arabic to American and Indian to Emirati food options. It's a waterside lifestyle destination on the shores of Dubai's historic creek. Here you can enjoy Indian food at Kailash Parbat, Mumbai's restaurant chain. As compared to the day, it's more happening at night. City Walk is a huge attraction center that has this luxe Dubai vibe. Families will enjoy the European-style pedestrianized boulevards with both indoor and outdoor dining options. Here, I particularly loved the breakfast at Coco Room. This place is gorgeous with awesome food like avocado toast, white chocolate pancakes and burnt marshmallow hot chocolate. Croissant, everything was so savory that it just melts in your mouth. It's one of the top restaurants for breakfast in Dubai, so full points to them. If you want a day of ultimate fun and freak out, then head to the Pointe in the Palm Jumeirah near Atlantis, where you can dine at a selection of finest restaurants and cafes from around the world. You can also enjoy the Palm Fountain, the world's largest musical fountain, and it is absolutely mesmerizing. Enchanting lights and a daily captivating fountain show will keep bringing you back to this place. Here again you can tuck some gorgeous Indian food at Bikaner Wala. This 1.5 kilometer long promenade has many shopping outlets where you can find pretty much everything for men, women and kids. There are kid-friendly activities too. It has a soft play area by the name of Cheeky Monkeys. While you sit and chit-chat with your friends with Arabic music flowing in the background, the kids can enjoy the dolphin rides. I think it's time for me to stop and say goodbye, as I can go on and on about my trip. I hope this video helps you to make your travel plans easier. If yes, then please hit the subscribe button below. I post every Sunday. Until then, bye-bye, take care and yes, keep slaying in style.